So the woman who sang the iconic soundtrack to our lives, the theme song off of Dawson's Creek, I Don't Want to Wait, Paula Cole, is not getting paid every time we stream that song. Whoa. So what can we as content creators learn from Paula Cole? So first, hi, welcome. If you're new here, my name is JJ Gatt. So on this channel, I am helping fellow content creators decode the laws and rules and regulation regarding being a creator, from the Federal Trade Commission disclosures to brand deal management terms, all the things. So today, I was scrolling through TikTok, and a TikTok from Paula Cole showed up saying that she had re-recorded Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? And then also, I Don't Want to Wait. So listen to Paula Cole tell you in her own words why she's not getting paid for those songs. There's a quiz. Tell me, what can you as a content creator learn from what she tells you in this TikTok? Listen.
And I want to talk about my song, I Don't Want to Wait. Because usually what you hear is the recorded version from the 90s. And that was a result from a horrible, terrible, no good, ultra bad recording contract I signed, like so many of us did in the 90s. And I don't see anything from the master use of that song. So I re-recorded it, and in 2016 put out my version, which is called the Artist's Preferred Version. And if you want to use my song, please will you consider using my master? Because I don't own my work from the 90s. I was considered a contractual work for hire. Please support me. I thank you, and I'll see you soon.
So yes, she was hired as a work for hire. So I've done videos before on this account, on this channel, saying that when you have a content creator agreement, a lot of times they're boilerplate, meaning that you can't really do anything about it. Like, you have no control or any power as a creator. But be mindful of the portion when it talks to intellectual property. If it says intellectual property and the product that you do for the brand belongs to them, that means you are work for hire. Essentially what Paula Cole does, what she did, and how she ended up rights to them. So the person who hired you to create that song, for her to write that song, to record that song, they owned everything, including the masters. Before I get into that, I wanted to see who owned the rights to this song that spent 56 weeks on the Billboard 100, peaking at number 11 in the United States and number 5 in Canada. Apparently, it's an indie label called Imago, distributed the song through Warner Brothers. It's since gone under financial ruin, but still own the license and the masters. And apparently a few years ago, when Dawson's Creek was streaming on Netflix, the song got pulled all together. So Paula Cole explained that she had to re-record it so it could appear in the opening credits to the version that was streaming on Netflix. So that kind of explains that and where this all came from. Quiz, what's the lessons we can learn from this? You as a content creator, if you're hired to do some content on behalf of a brand, even if you have to put it on your social, if the portion of the agreement says that the intellectual property is owned by them, then you can't do anything. So how do you fix that? How do you get over that hurdle? Because a lot of times you're not in a power position where you can push back. Some larger creators or some creators who have managers who are experienced, they can push back. Most of us can't. So what do you do if you're not in a position to push back? Here's what you do. What you do is what Paula is actually doing. She's re-recording while you are fulfilling your obligation per that contract. You're going to have several drafts. So one of the drafts, the one that's not accepted, the one that's different from the one that you put on, that is yours. That's not the one that you're handing over. So if you're ever in a situation where they say you're either a UGC, meaning a user-generated content creator, or you are an influencer hired and your intellectual property belongs to the company, the brand that's paying you, create a version of it while you're already there, while you have their products that you own. So there you go. It's a similar sort of situation. But also be mindful of that language just generally. And knowing is half the battle, because as she said in her video, that a lot of artists from the 90s, and then I think even now, I think creators and audience and recording audience are more aware now. There are more options. There are more conduits and more ways to distribute and grow a following and grow and make money off their music. Look at what Chance the Rapper's done. There's lots of artists that just put themselves out without a record label, without like a huge recording contract. So now people are more aware. But what you can do is learn from her. Just, you know, create your own content. So I mean, it's great that you have me and you follow this channel. If you're not, you want to subscribe, tell your fellow content creators to subscribe, because I'll be giving lots more gems on this and how you can protect your rights as a creator. Okay, all right, I hope that was helpful for you. And in the meantime, I want you to keep the party going, keep learning, scratch that itch, and watch this playlist, which has more content like this on this channel.